Welcome everyone to the start of Haunttober. As can be seen, Castlevania Symphony of the Night is the game that is being played for this event, and I am very excited to talk about this event. It's a brand new event that I recently decided to create in recognition of October. October is going to be a very... I'm going to find the right letters. October is going to be a very fun month. I love Halloween, I love horror, I love anything scary just as much as I love video games. So this is going to be chock full of some very fun content. And I have said it, well, said in the form of typing it on both my Facebook page and my website, but I've gone into some rather extensive detail on Haunttober and what everyone can expect from it. And yes, I will most definitely be including those important links in this video's description. Did not get a running start, so I did not make the jump. But I would definitely include those links in the description to anyone who's interested in reading more. Definitely do so. And yes, this is the official Let's Play project for Haunttober, but I don't need the Holy Cross. I don't know why I keep smashing that candlestick. Trying to stock up on maxed hearts here, but this is the main Let's Play project for this event. But there are going to be plenty of other content included. So yes, this is the debut episode for Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I absolutely love this game.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
And yes, you can fight Dracula normal if you'd like, or you can go the cheap way and just spam the crap out of the sub weapon. The only way to actually damage him, as we were just damaged in the process, but the only way to damage him under normal circumstances is you have to hit him in the head with Richter's whip. The holy water is hands down the most effective sub-weapon.
No, it cannot be!
But I cannot stress how much I love this game. So many fond memories of this game from way back in the day when I was much younger. And yes, this is also an RPG. It's a 2-in-1. It is also the very first Castlevania title. If it will load for me, there we go. Trying to get the map screen to pull up. There's not much to see right now since we're literally at the start of the game and the castle. But it's the very first Castlevania title to introduce the term Metroidvania, for any viewers and subscribers out there who have heard that term before. I'm not saying this is where it officially gets its start, but in the regard of Castlevania games, it is. But it's the hybrid. The term is hybrid for both Castlevania games and the Metroid games, where they have a similar map system in place that helps you navigate the entire game, which the map also plays multiple other purposes, but I won't get into that until much later. Also, while I have a quick second, officially, this is LP Guru. For all of my returning viewers and my subscribers, I don't think I need any proper introduction at this point. I think you all are more than well aware as to who I am. But for all newcomers, anybody who has never seen me in using quotes. No one's ever really seen me if you think about it, but who've never watched any of my content before, most definitely thank you for checking me out, and for returning viewers as well, thanks for checking me out. If any of my content you ever watch, it's interesting enough to you for you to want to subscribe, please do subscribe. Please do like all my content. It is very much appreciated. All that I do for the entertainment of others. Sorry, my voice just gave out there. But I do for the entertainment of others. I could go into full details about who I am. I'm not gonna do that though, because I have that all over YouTube in my various descriptions and on my website and my Facebook page. Again, all those links will be included in this video's description. So if you do feel so compelled, check everything out and read up on me and have fun. Without further ado, getting back into the game. But yes, since this is an RPG, you have the leveling up system, which is tradition and custom for your typical RPGs. Thankfully, it's a very straightforward layout. You don't have to go into different screens like most RPGs. It's all laid out for you in great detail. Very easy to see in the bottom left corner. We currently have 12 experience points. We need 88 more to level up. And as is always the case, I can never hear the actual game itself when I'm actively recording, but I have played this game enough. Alright, controller. Okay, controller. Thank you for being delayed and letting me get hit. But I have played this game enough to have this music memorized, and it is some of the most epic and iconic music in video game history. One of the many things that I love about this game. Hands down. And it's also the very first Castlevania game that I actually owned. Not the very first Castlevania game that I was introduced to or that I played, but the very first that I bought with my own money. That's simply because at that point in time when this game originally came out, there was no means, there was no way to acquire older titles, and I'm not 100% sure on chronologically what number this game is. Level 3 already, so you can see that you tend to level up relatively quickly in this game. But, like I said, I'm not sure chronologically what number this game is off the top of my head. I'd have to go back and look. But this is the only Castlevania title on the PlayStation 1. The rest of the series had been introduced, had been released on the original Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and the Sega Genesis. I believe the Genesis was the only console for Sega that it was, these games were released on. I could be mistaken, and if I am, someone please correct me. Yes, this is a great area to level grind. Already down to only 58 experience. I'll double check that really quick. Yeah, so good about 8 experience points on average. And again, unless I'm mistaken, the color of the merman, individually mermen plural, I do believe it matters. Certain colors give more experience. Through here, you just have to be mindful of your environment. Thankfully, both your sword and shield can negate their fireballs. Ducking also works. Right now we don't have access to gaining anything from candlesticks such as this, so I will be refraining from destroying them. Alright, so level 5 already.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
And with that, death has dealt a rather nasty blow. He just stripped us of all of our equipment, which means that we now have to acquire new equipment throughout the game. And I don't plan to present this in any certain way, the actual gameplay. So if certain things I can do in certain orders, I will, just like this. Under normal circumstances, there is another ability, another means to get to this room. But if you know it's there, you can time your jump fall in such a way to barely catch the edge of that ledge. But you have to jump. You can't simply fall. You have to time the jump just right. So that you fall in the direction. And that is a downgrade, so no need to equip it. But yeah, you have to fall in the direction of the ledge. but voice acting was first introduced for me in this game, in the Cube of Zoe, I believe, or might be a Zoe, I think. I've always called it Zoe, but this relic causes items to materialize, so now we have it. Candlesticks begin to drop items, hearts, money, sub-weapons, all of the above. Forgot I don't have my shield. I was just going to deflect that, and then I remember, nope, I don't have the shield. I better actually attempt to evade. Need a little bit of a defense put in place. This is another game where it's not necessary to level grind unless you I'm trying to gather my train of thought here, but unless you don't plan to stick around in a certain area for a prolonged period of time. If you plan to play through the game relatively quickly, which is completely possible, but if you do, then you will need to focus on defeating as many monsters as possible, because since this is an RPG, this Castlevania game plays out much, much differently compared to most Castlevania games. It's not as simple as just evading enemy attacks and not taking damage, and you can easily, beat the game that way. No, there's other factors at hand here, and since it is an RPG, you have to make sure to level up accordingly. And whenever you can find one of these, a life maxed up potion or elixir, that always helps tremendously because it increases your overall hit point count. And this is the heart maxed up. That's the second one we have collected. And for everyone and anyone, all the above, is familiar with Castlevania games, you will know that collecting hearts is the ammunition, so to speak, that you need in order to use your sub-weapons. And as you use a sub-weapon, you can see that the number of hearts we have depletes. Don't want to get hit by that, because that can poison you. I'm going to check at 168 needed, so I'm double checking to see what kind of experience is given. Okay, so only 6 points. Not a lot. Definitely not worth running back and forth. To try to level grind off of. Not at all. Typically speaking, So long as you are at least level 5 when you're in the alchemy laboratory, you're good. And I always opt for the axe. Just have to time your movement just right. I'm gonna make sure to hit both of them, but you not be hit at the same time if it's possible. And yes, this is considered a well, not an action RPG of sorts. Not gonna say it's the first of its kind from back in the day, but yeah, I don't get hit by that because that definitely dishes out some not nice damage, and just like that we're out of hearts. So you do have to be mindful of everything present. Fire deals the most damage. Thankfully, that hit was deflected by our sword. The physics in this game were, I'm not gonna say ahead of their time, but they were very, very involved. Getting hit certain ways can have Alucard spinning across the screen as was just seen. So that's not a horrible boss fight, but you just have to be mindful and pay attention. As I clearly did not do. I was not aware that we were running that low on hearts. Under normal circumstances, that fight is very simple. But if you allow yourself to overthink, then sometimes you are the cause of making it a little more difficult than it has to be. And of course, if you run out of hearts, that also doesn't help either. Since one of the monsters could fly, yeah, the attack power is slightly lower than the short sword, I believe is what we had equipped. But you can see that you can attack much quicker. So in the very next episode, we're going to be picking up right here in this very room. Very sudden end, I know, but the nature, and I am sorry about that, but the nature of this game is relatively fast-paced compared to most RPGs. So sometimes the end of the episode may be upon us before I'm even aware. I will do my best to give proper heads up though, when it's possible. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And I'll catch y'all in the very next episode. LP Guru, signing out.